athletic trainer for tonight's game is Larry Belmore. This service is being provided to the Tiger Athletics program at no cost. Thanks to the generosity of the Stevens Community Medical Center right here in Morris. And now would you please rise, remove your headgear, and address the flag as we honor our nation and all those who have fought for our freedoms with the playing of our national anthem.
Starters for this match, beginning with the visiting Braves of Benson. Starting libero will be the 5'1" junior number 19 Libby McGarry. Also starting at center, 5'7" senior number 4 Addison Himley. The 5'4" junior number 8 is Emma Cruz-Mark. 5'6" junior number 9 Ellie Cruz-Mark. 5'6" senior number 11 Isabella Walter. 5'4" junior number 12 Lily Slaughter. And the 5'7" junior number 13 Kyra Gronsep for Benson. Head coach Laura Mitness for the Braves. Taking a look at your starters now for the Tigers tonight. The 5'8" senior number 3 Brianna Dibdahl. The 5'8" sophomore number 5 Brianna Marty. The 5'8" sophomores number 6 Kaylee Harstead. The 5'10" senior number 7 Sydney Dietz. The 6' junior number 10 Maddie Grove. And 5'6" seniors number 13 Cam Osby. The libero tonight for the Tigers, 5' senior number 2 Liv Labria. Head coach is Leah Schrader with the assistants Alyssa Holland and Chelsea Erlinger for Morris Series, Alberta. Benson on the year dropped their first 2 matches in 4 sets to Lacaparo Valley and Montevideo. They came back with a 5-set win over Minnewaska area, and they went 2-2 over the weekend at the Becker tournament. So they are 3-4 on the season. And the Braves, by the way, as many of you know by now, they are not in the section. A lot of times we link the Braves and the Tigers to being the same section and conference. The Braves are in Section 6A, where a lot of those Class A schools that we cover reside. As for the Tigers, 0-8, still out of Section 3AA in the West Central Conference, and They went 0-4 at the Albany tournament to open the season, losing in 2 sets to Cathedral, Maple Lake, and New London Spicer, losing in 3 to Osakis. And then they were swept in 3 by New London Spicer and Sauk Center and Melrose, losing in 4 to Bold. So they're looking for that first win of the year here tonight against Benson. In the conference standings, Sauk Center sits atop at 3-0. No shocker there. They're 10-1 on the year. Only lost 3 sets all year so far. Bold and Melrose each 2-0 in conference play. Bold's 6-1. Benson 1-1. Monty's 1-2. And then Minnewaska and Morris area at 0-3. And 2 of the better volleyball programs in the conference for the last decade or so. So a bit of a surprise to see there. Minnewaska's been up and down. The Tigers, of course, had a run where they went to a few state tournaments and to 4 straight section championship matches. Minnewaska went to the section championship just a few years ago, kind of as a Cinderella team, pulling upset after upset after upset. But both of them looking for their first win tonight. Minnewaska is hosting Bold. We'll be getting score updates on that one. And the Tigers here at home taking on the Benson Braves, trying to get that first victory of the year. Thanks for joining me, Brett Miller, on the call with tonight's action. The Tigers, their black jersey tops and shorts with the white numbering, the orange lettering. They'll be to my right. And Benson wears the gold jersey tops with the maroon numbering and lettering, and the black shorts. They are to my left. Maddie Grove will start on the bench. Here's the libero. Liv Labria is in for Morris area. As the Braves are gonna, it looks like the libero for Benson will be starting back here as well. That is Libby McGarry. Benson will be serving. So here we go, some West Central Conference volleyball on tap for you here on this Tuesday night. And we're underway as the Braves serve it over. Labria receives. Tigers have it set on the outside, tipped over the net. Tigers got away with a line violation right there as Labria plays it here. Now we will get a violation on the Tigers. Looks like the first point going to go to Benson. Got away with it the first time around, not the second time. So serving up again, Addison Hemley into the net, service here, and we're tied up here at 1 apiece. And Sid Dietz will go back to the line and serve here for Morris area, Alberta. Dietz, one of the 5 seniors on the roster this year. Here's a set, right side, and the attack tipped at the net, down for a point for Benson. Ellie Cruz marked that time. And it's 2-1 Benson. Kruzmark will serve. Labria receives. Here's the attack on the outside from the Tigers. Kaylee Harstead, played by the Braves. Tipped over the net, blocked at the net by the Tigers' Maddie Grove. And on the rebound, Benson has it. And now it's the Tigers controlling volley at the net. Tipped over but out of bounds by Grove. Another point for the Braves, and it's 3-1 Benson. Benson with the early advantage here. 3-1. Kruzmark set to serve once again. And the refs are going to talk about this on whether or not that got tipped by Benson before going out of bounds. They might switch this to a Tiger point. I think they are going to. And Laura Mitness not happy that. She's asking one of the refs, did you see it that way? Only one ref came in late and said, that's how I saw it, but it's going to be a point for the Tigers. So Whitney Bruns will check in, she'll serve. Maddie Grove, the point for the Tigers. We're knotted up at 2 apiece. Here's a set in the middle, tipped over the net, and a point for the Braves. Good placement that time by number 13, Kyra Gronseth. The Braves reclaim the lead here, and it's 3-2. Now serving is going to be Lakeisha Bartz for the Braves. Bruns has it, sets in the middle for Grove. Tipped at the net, down for a point for the Tigers. We're tied at 3. Grove the kill and Bruns with the assist. Second match of Tigers volleyball on the air here this year. We did their match at New London Spicer a couple weeks ago. Ball sent to the back row. Ospey has it over to Bruns, sets it on the right side. Dibdahl tips it over into the back corner. Braves control the volley and send a free ball over to the Tigers where Labria plays. Over to Bruns. Bruns sets right side on the attack. It's tipped and out of bounds off the Braves. Dibdahl on the attack. And the Tigers take the 4-3 lead. Oh, 4-3, Tigers with the lead. Here's the set. On the left side, and the attack from Marty, and the attack and kill. Brianna Marty didn't get cheated on that one. She hammers that one down, and she gets the kill, and the Tigers get the point, and it's 5-3. Braves control the volley here. Off the serve, free ball sent over. Bruns plays it into the corner. Over there is Ospey and dumped over the net by Dibdahl. Now here's a set in the middle, and the attack is out of bounds from Isabella Walter. And another point, Tigers. They lead now 6-3 here in our first set. Cam Ospey serving for the Tigers, my right to left. Received by McGeary here. And the attack goes off Dibdahl, back and out of bounds. Point for the Braves, 6-4. They get the side out. That one coming from Emma Kruzmark. So Braves serving now. Kruzmark, received by Marty. Bruns sets it in the middle for Grove. Her attack is out. And a point for the Braves makes it 6-5. Emma Kruzmark serving once again here for Benson. Serve received from Labria. Bruns has it, sets it right side, tipped over the net into the corner. Braves control the volley. Here's the set on the outside. The attack and the kill coming that time from Lily Slaughter. Well, 3-point run here for the Braves. Knots things up at 6 apiece. Kruzmark still serving. Labria receives into the net, and the Tigers are able to return volley. That is 4 hits. I was going to say, unless my counting was off. So that's 4 in a row here, and the Braves have taken a 7-6 lead on the Tigers. Serve received by Sanisak. Bruns has it, sets it left side, dumped over the net by Marty, played by McGeary. Here's a set and the tip into the back corner, and a point for the Braves. That's Slaughter once again. And it's Addison Himley who keeps setting up these Benson attackers. That is 5 in a row now for the Braves, who lead 8-6. They control volley here. The attack at the net, hit into the net. Point for the Tigers. Slaughter hits it into the net and the side out. Makes it 8-7. Much needed for Morris-Syria. Dietz rotates in, Labria to the bench, and Maddie Grove heads to the line here for the Tigers, and a line drive serve played by McGeary. Himley sets it. Slaughter on the outside. The block attempt is off Dibdahl and out of bounds. Point for the Braves, and they lead 9-7. Our score. Bruns has it, sets it for Marty, hits it into the net. And a point for the Braves makes it 10-7. Benson now with 7 of the last 8 points here in the match. And Lily Slaughter back at the line serving. And just lobs that one over, and it drops in for an ace. On a little soft spot in the defense, and she attacked it. Timeout for Coach Schrader, and the Tigers will take one as well. Braves lead 11-7. Back in a minute. This is 95-7. Slaughter is serving left to right. It's received in the back row from Labria. Off to the side a little bit. Marty plays it over to Bruns. Bruns sends the free ball into the corner. Braves dump it over the net, and nice save that time by Bruns, who digs it out. Now the Braves have it. Here's a tip at the net, played by Sanasak. Bruns will set it left side for Marty on the attack, and that one's going to be dug out by Slaughter. Up into the rafters, back down it comes, and a point for the Tigers. So 11-8 now. Benson's lead is 3. And it's going to be Brianna Dibdall to the line for Morris-Area. And an ace for Dibdall. Little confusion on the Braves' back row there. It's split 2 players. Lands right in between them. Dibdall with the ace, and now the serve. Himley sets it right side. Here's the attack. That's going to be out. Attack coming from Isabella Walter. And it's out. Tigers get the point. They pull within 1 here. Dibdall serves it up. Himley will set it left side, a little bit too far into the net. And it's pushed into the net. Not a whole lot that her attacker could do with that. So a point for the Tigers, and we're tied at 11. 5th time we've been tied here in this first set. Dibdall serves once again. Geary receives. Himley sets it. Slaughter on the attack. Nice dig in the back row there from Labria. There's the attack from Marty into the net. Point Benson, and they're back on top here, 12-11. And the libero, Libby McGeary, 5'1" junior, heads to the line here for the Braves. And her serve is going to be out. Nice job by Brianna Marty in that back corner. She was going to play it and then just let that one sail over the top of her, and it went out. Point Tigers, they tied here 12-12. And it's Marty serving now for Morris-Area. Marty serve. McGeary plays it. And a free ball sent over from the Braves. Labria. Bump pass over to Dibdall, sets it for Dietz, and Dietz on a reverse tips it over the net. We get a lift. The call on the Tigers, so it's going to be a point Braves. So Dietz kind of acrobatic, spinning around just to tip that ball over the net, but they call her for a lift. And the Braves lead it now 13-12. And Himley serving. Osby receives over to Dibdall, sets it for Labria. Labria attacks it, but it's way out. And it's 14-12 Benson. Himley, strong serve here. Labria plays it over to Dibdall sets it. Harsted on the attack. Nice dig attempt by Himley, but couldn't get good position, and Tigers get the point. Well, it's 14-13 now. Harsted hit that one pretty good. Got some good velocity, and now here's an ace for Sid Dietz. We're tied up at 14. And Dietz will serve again. A bump over to the far side. Braves return a free ball. Dietz plays it up to Dibdall. Dibdall sets for Grove. Hits it into the net. Played on the rebound was Dietz. Dumped over by Dibdall. Now the Braves have it, and they send a free ball over. Marty passes. Dibdall sets right side. Harsted the attack and the kill. Nice attack there from Kaylee Harsted, and the set by Brianna Dibdall. And the Tigers are back in front now, 15-14. And then a service there from Dietz. We're tied at 15. Tied at 15 here. The set on the outside. Harsted plays it. Braves control the volley now. The attack blocked on the outside, but out of bounds off the Tigers. Two blockers on that right side, but out of bounds. The Braves are now back in front here, 16-15. And the serve goes to Osby. Dibdahl sets for Harstead on the attack. Dug out that time by McGeary. Tipped into the net, and a point for the Tigers. We're tied at 16. Bruns serving for the Tigers. McGeary plays it in the back row over to Himley. The set on the right side. The attack dug out by Labria. And dumped over the net that time from Dibdahl. Braves control the volley. Set on the left side. The attack hit into the net. Point Tigers. And it's 17-16. Bruns serving again. There's a set on the outside. Slaughter the attack. Tipped at the net. Played by Labria over to Bruns. Then Osby hits it into the net. Point Braves. And we're tied at 17. So the back and forth continues here. Tied up 17 apiece. And serving for the Braves will be Lakeisha Bartz. Labria receives. Bruns has it. Sets it on the left side. Dumped over the net by Dibdahl. Now here's a set in the attack. That one's going to be dug out by Labria and return on the volley. That time by Grove. Another one in the back row, dug out by Bruns, keeps it alive to Labria, and Dibdahl sends it on over. Now here's a set left side, the attack blocked by Grove at the net. Braves play the rebound and will get a point. Knocked over the net and down for a point from Lily Slaughter. Boy, they just keep feeding Slaughter on that left side, and the Tigers doing everything they could, digging out a few of them, but third time's a charm. Braves take the lead 18-17. Bruns now sets it. Osby tips it into the net, and a point for the Braves. Now lead 19-17. High arcing serve, and just barely got over that time from Bartz. The attack and the kill. Left side, it's Dibdahl. Brianna Dibdahl with her second kill of the night. Bruns her third assist. And it's Osby serving. 19-18 Braves by one. They send a free ball over. Dietz plays it. Bruns sets in the middle for Grove. Her attack is blocked, kept alive by the Tigers, and then Grove tips it over the net again, and a point for the Tigers. Relentless effort there from Maddie Grove, and she gets the point. Set up for the attack. It was blocked. Tigers play the rebound. Tipped at the net by Grove. Tipped again at the net by Grove. Finally got the point. We're tied at 19. And the attack here is hit into the net by the Braves. Ellie Cruz mark, and the Tigers have taken a 20-19 lead here in the first set. With that, a timeout from Coach Mitness. We'll take one as well. Tigers by one, first set. We're back in 1 minute. You're listening to Girls Volleyball. Cam Osby serving. Osby serves once again. That time service air into the net. And it's 21-20. Braves back within one. We've been tied 12 times here in our first set. Serving for the Braves is going to be Emma Cruz-Mark. Sends it on over. And Sanasak received it, put it a little bit tight up against the net. Bruns tried to play it but hit it out. So with that, we are tied at 21 now. Braves serving. Dietz receives. Bruns has it, sets it right side. Here's the attack on the right side. Is it out or in? It's going to be in for a point. The attack on the outside. Brianna dibbed all that time. Puts the Tigers back in front here, 22-21. Very close. Grove serving, and an ace for Maddie Grove. Now it's 23-21. Tigers on the year of only won 2 sets. We got a timeout on the floor. We'll take a real quick one as well. Back in a moment. This is 95-7. Back and forth action. And I think the biggest lead has only been 2 points for either side as Maddie Grove serves. Line drive serve. Received by the Braves here. Is the tipped over the net. Played by Sanasak as she returns volley that time. Now the attack, and that one's going to be dug out by Marty. Here's the set for Marty. Blocked at the net, kept alive by Dietz. Bruns sets it for Marty again, tipped at the net. That's going to be a point for the Tigers, and it's going to be game point here, 24-21. Brianna Marty off the feed from Bruns, and 24-21, Tigers leading as Maddie Grove serves. Line drive serve received by the Braves. Himley sets it left side, tipped over the net, played by Marty. Bruns has it, sets it right side. The attack blocked off of Dibdahl, kept alive by Marty, though. Now she's set again. Her attack tipped high at the net. Braves control volley. Slider dumps it over the net to Marty. Marty over to Bruns. Bruns sets it. Here's Dibdahl on the attack. And the kill. And the Tigers win it. 25-21. Tigers take the first set of the night. Two teams will switch sides, and we'll take a short break here. Tigers win it 25-21. We are back in 2 minutes. they are 3-0 on the season. West Central area, I think a lot of people expected them to be an improved team, but I don't know if we expected this. They're 8-0 on the year. They are in action tonight at Wheaton Herman Norcross. So if the Knights win that, we've got a couple of undefeated teams squaring off. Barrett, even if they don't win tonight, it's going to be a good match. Knights and Owls on Thursday night, 7:30 start in Barrett. Two teams that should definitely be in the running for a Pheasant Conference title this year. Wheaton's knocking on the door. They need to come up with a few big wins. CGB is always in the conversation. They've been the dominant team in that conference for a while now. Back to the action here. Second set. Brianna Dibdell serving, and the Braves hit it out of bounds. Beg your pardon, Brianna Marty serving. And point goes to the Tigers, and it's 1-0. Braves now to my right, Tigers to my left. Here's the attack at the net. Nice dig that time from Dibdall, keeping it alive. Tigers control volley. Dibdall will set it for Dietz. Dietz dumps it over. It's kept alive by the Braves. Nice dig that time by the Braves, Ellie Kruzmark. Here's the attack at the net. Blocked at the net. Point for the Braves. Gronseth with the block. And point to Benson. The attack coming from Marty. Braves have it, control it, set it on the left side, tipped over the net that time. This one on the left side, Harstead hits it into the net, and a point for the Braves, who take a 2-1 lead. And Himley serving now for Benson. Set on the outside, knocked over the net, played that time by McGeary. Here's the attack, and it's going to be out. Point for the Tigers. Attack on the outside coming from Tori Andrews. But we are tied up here at 2 apiece. And the serve is going to be out from Dietz. That makes it 3-2 Braves. The attack and another kill for the Tigers that time. It's going to be set up for Maddie Grove. Maddie with her 4th kill of the night. We're tied up at 3 apiece here. Second set. Whitney Bruns will serve from Morris area. Bruns serving into the back corner. There's a set in the middle in the attack and dug out by Labria. And now the attack from Osby is blocked at the net by the Braves, and they reclaim the lead 4-3. Lakeisha Bartz goes to the line, serving for the Braves. Serve received here by Marty. Over to Osby. Back over to Marty, tips it over the net. Kept alive that time by Kruzmark, dumped over the net by Slaughter. Osby plays it. Bruns will set it for Grove. Grove's attack tipped at the net, played by Kruzmark. Himley back over to Kruzmark on her attack, played by Marty. To Grove, sets it. Osby tips it over. Point Tigers. Tied up at 4 apiece. Cam Osby serves it, and it's going to be an ace for the Tigers. Tigers take a 5-4 lead here in set number 2. Osby serving again, my left to right. Braves return the serve. Bruns has it, sets it right side. Dibdall the attack and kill. Her 5th kill of the night. Bruns assist number 6, and Tigers on top 6-4. Osby serves once again. Here's a set at the net. And dumped over by Slaughter. Marty has it. Passes to Brunn. She'll set it left side for Brianna Marty on the attack. A nice dig, but the Braves can't return volley and point Tigers. 7-4 Morris area. Osby line drive serve. Played by the Braves, and they are able to return volley on their third hit. Now Bruns has it, sets it for Grove. Grove hits it into the net. And point for the Braves, now 7-5. Big side out there for Benson. Got the Benson student section all camoed up, wearing their camouflage. So the Braves send it on over. Here's the attack from Maddie Grove, the attack and kill in the back corner. Her 5th kill. Bruns assist number 8. It's 8-5, Tigers leading. Grove serves once again, received here. Tipped over the net, and a point for Himley. Makes it 8-6. Here's the serve. Played up at the net. Marty on the attack, tipped. Braves keep it alive. Himley sets it and hit right into the net that time by Ellie Cruzmark. Point Tigers, and they lay down 9-6. Send Brandon Dibdahl to the line to serve. Dibdahl serving, received in the back row. Off to the side a bit, and the Braves unable to return volley. And it's a point for the Tigers, who now lead 10-6. And along with the final score in the first set, 25-21, this will be the biggest lead of the night for either team. The attack, and that one's going to be out. Ellie Cruzmark hits it out of bounds. Point for the Tigers, 11-6. Timeout, Coach Mitness, and the Braves will take one as well. Tigers up by 5. Set number 2. You're listening. High school. KMRS. Target Field there in Minneapolis. Tigers center here, it's 11-6. Tigers with a 5-point lead, and Brianna Dibdahl serving, and an ace for Dibdahl. Second of the night. Brianna's got 5 kills, 3 assists, couple of aces, and a dig. And the serve here. Received, goes into the net. Another point for the Tigers. They're getting it done with Dibdahl at the line here tonight. Tigers starting to open this one up just a bit. Still plenty of game left to go. 13-6 though now. Himley will set it in the middle. It's going to be tipped over the net, and a line violation on the Braves here, number 11. Both feet over that center line, and point for the Tigers. That's 6 straight, I believe, for the Tigers. It was 8-5 at one point. 8-6, I think. Another ace for Dibdahl. It's really doing the job here at the line. 15-6 Tigers now on the serving of Brianna Dibdahl. And Dibdahl serves it up again. Sent straight up into the air. Here's or near side, tipped over the net that time by Cruzmark. Dibdahl will set it for Labria, hits it into the net and a side out for the Braves, and they needed that in the worst way possible. 15-7 now. And it's going to be McGeary going to the line for Benson. Braves with losses again to Lacaparo and Montevideo. They'll win over Minnewaska and a couple of wins at the Becker tournament over the weekend. Don't know which teams they beat. I just know they went 2-2. Here's an ace for McGeary. It's 15-8. And the serve received by Harstead. The attack. McGeary digs it out. Now Kruzmark on the attack. That one's going to be played by Brianna Marty. Tigers tip it over the net. Here's a set in the attack, and nice dig that time by Brianna Dibdahl. Here's the attack and the kill from Brianna Marty. Marty's 5th of the night. Good balance here tonight with 5 players with 5 kills for the Tigers with Grove, Dibdahl, and Marty. So Marty will serve now. Line drive serve is out. Good strong serve, just not enough angle on it. 16-9 now here in set 2. Tigers up by 7. And the Braves serving right to left. Marty receives. Dibdahl sets for Dietz at the net. Tips it over. Braves control volley. Here's the attack. And that's going to be a kill for Ellie Kruzmark. Hitting that back row. Tigers had no one in position to get to that. So it's 16-10 now. And the serve here. Received by Osby. Dibdahl sets at the net, but out of the reach of the intended attacker, Sid Dietz. 16-11 now, Braves. Inching a little bit closer here. Himley serves it again. Marty plays to Dibdahl, back to Marty. Her attack is dug out by Himley. Nice play there from Addison Himley, but Braves unable to return volley. Point Tigers, 17-11. Sydney Dietz will serve. Dietz serving, received in the back corner by Slaughter. Here's the attack, and that's going to be out from Kruzmark. Point Tigers, 18-11. And Dietz serve is going to be out. So 18-12, another service error here on Sydney. The Braves will serve now. It's Himley. Labria over to Dibdahl, sets it for Harstead on the attack. That's going to be dug out by Himley. And the attack from Kruzmark. Marty is there to play it. Now the attack from Osby, and that's going to be out. And a point for the Braves. It's 18-13. They're back within 5. Here's the serve, just barely received from Marty. Over to Dibdahl, sets for Harstead, the attack and kill. Tigers kind of had to ad-lib on the fly that time. Wasn't received real clean. It was a good serve. Over to Dibdahl. She sets it up, and Kaylee Harstead with her 3rd kill of the night. Tigers lead 19-13, and Whitney Bruns rotates in. She's at the line serving. McGeary will return the serve to Dibdahl, to Bruns. Bruns sets it. Here's Osby, tips it over the net. McGeary is there to play it. Himley now to Kruzmark, who hits it out of bounds. Point Tigers, or that was Kyra Gronseth, rather, who hit it out. And it's 20-13, timeout for the Braves. We'll take one as well. Tigers by 7, second set, back in 1. back here at the Tigers Center. Tigers leading 20-13. They took the first set 25-21. That first set, we were tied 12 different times. This one just 4, where the Tigers started to pull away. Now just trying to close it out here. This one is going to be dumped over the net by the Braves. Bruns will set it on the right side for Dibdahl. Tipped around a little bit, and the Braves unable to return volley. And that's going to be 4 hits and a point for the Tigers. Or not. Not a point for the Tigers, not a point for either side. Mistake on the judge, so we're going to redo it here. And Ospey on the attack, and out of bounds point for the Braves, so it's 20-14. Tigers have played well, but one thing I've really noticed, they haven't hurt themselves at all with mistakes. A few service errors here and there, but like the Braves have been one of their biggest detractors here so far tonight. The Tigers have just been real solid, real sound. Really haven't hurt themselves in any way, which can be a big part of volleyball. We get a whistle here, and that's going to be a point for the Tigers. They return the volley outside the sticks. Point Tigers 21-14. Cameron Ospey is at the line serving. Serve is returned by the Braves, and they'll get a point out of it. Not sure that's what the intention was, but a point for Addison Himley. They'll take it. 21-15. Tigers by 6. Set number 2. At the line is Emma Cruz-Mark. Received by Sanisak. Bruns will set it for Dibdahl. Hits it into the net. Point for the Braves, and it's 21-16. Cruz-Mark serves once again. Sanisak receives. Bruns will set it for Labria. Labria's attack into the back row. McGeary is there to dig it out. And the attack and the point for the Braves. On the left side here, Lily Slaughter. And now we get a timeout for the Tigers. It's 22-16. I think they got the point on the wrong side there. There we go, 21-17. Timeout on the floor. We'll take one as well. Back in a minute. For the Braves, and now the attack, another one, but that one's going to be out of bounds off the Braves. And point for the Tigers. Just a solid wall of gold jerseys up there at the net, and the Tigers couldn't get one through, but finally Benson knocks one out of bounds. It's 22-17. Maddie Grove to the line to serve, received here by Cruz-Mark. There's a set, and the attack from Slaughter rolls one off the top of the net down for a point. That's 22-18. So the Tigers still in control here, but Benson hanging around. Second set, Tigers trying to go up 2-0. And the serve here received by Sanisak. Bruns has it, sets it. Dietz at the net, tipped, played by the Braves. Himley on the right side, and the attack there, and a kill. Confusion on the Tigers side, and Benson continues to creep closer and closer. It's 22-19 now. Tigers led by as much as, I think it was 7, their biggest lead. And the serve from Slaughter, received by Sanisak. Bruns has it, sets it for Marty. Marty on the attack, tipped in the air by the Braves, and the return volley over to Labria. Bruns now sets it for Dietz. Dietz attack, tipped, kept alive, McGeary, and a free ball over the net to Labria. Now it's Bruns. Bruns back to Labria on the attack. McGeary plays. There's a set, left side, the attack, Cruzmark, and the attack and kill. Borelli Cruzmark, it is 22-20. Braves right back in this one, down just 2 now. And Slaughter the serve. There's Bruns setting left side for Marty on the attack. And there's a Tiger point from Brianna Marty. Boy, do they need that. 23-20 now. Tigers by 3. Kaylee Harstead will check in. (23-20). Dibdahl serves. They return the serve. Dietz back to Dibdahl. Dibdahl sets for Marty on the attack. Nice dig that time. McGeary was tipped. And tipped over the net this time. Nice dig that time from Sanasak. And this is going to be a point for the Braves. Attack from Marty on the outside, blocked at the net, and the Braves get the point. 23-21. McGeary to the line for Benson. Here's the serve. Labria receives to Dibdahl, sets it for Dietz on the attack. It's going to be dug by Cruzmark. There's the attack on the outside, and it's going to be a point for, no, to the Tigers. Return volley, or what's the call here? It's going to be outside, point for Benson. Boy, I thought the Tigers returned that volley over near their own bench. 23-22. Benson has come all the way back to pull within 1. We're back in 1 minute. You're listening to 95.7.
Let's send it back to Brett Miller with more volleyball action.
Thank you, Jason. And the serve here from McGeary is long. It's out, and now it's game point here, 24-22. The Tigers have nearly blown a 7-point lead, but they need one more point, and they get this second set victory. Trying to get that first win of the year, and they have to close this one out. Marty serving. Braves receive here at the net, and it's a point for Benson. Well, confusion up at the net. It's 24-23. So Himley will now serve. By the way, and Minnewaska, Bold is taking the first set from the Lakers, 25-19. The serve from Himley, that is out, and the Tigers will take the second set, 25-23. Braves come all the way back, but some shaky serving does them in and at the end of set number 2. Tigers up 2-0 now, 25-21, 25-23. Set number 3. So Tigers go for the sweep when we return. You're listening to 95.7. We're back in 2 minutes. got 2 here tonight. Now they go for a sweep. Once again, Bold took the first set against Minnewaska 25-19, and actually they took the second one as well, 25-17. So Bold is up 2-0 in Glenwood. Here's one for you, big matchup tonight. Belgrade Brutenell Roses in Sauk Center tonight. BBE takes the first set over Sauk 25-17. That's a big matchup. Sauk Center, a perennial volleyball powerhouse. BBE looks like they are definitely a contender for the Section 6A title this year. Back to the action here at the Tigers Center. Tigers to my right, Braves to my left now. Tip at the net. Dietz gets the point for the Tigers, and they take the first one. And it's 1-0. So 1-0 our score. Dietz is serving. Himley has it, sets it, right side. The attack blocked at the net for the Tigers. Grove and Osby both there. I think it was Maddie Grove who got that. And the serve here, and an ace for Sydney Dietz, and a pretty good start for the Tigers here in set 3. It's 3-0 right out of the chute. There's a serve, another ace for Sydney Dietz. And a 4-0. So Sydney Dietz has had a few service errors here tonight, but she's on point here in this third set. She has spotted her team a 4-0 lead. Braves return volley this time. Marty plays it up to Dibdall, sets it for Osby on the attack. Nice dig by McGeary in the back row. Himley the attack. Osby sets it back for Dietz. Dietz up to Harstead. Free ball over to McGeary. Now it's Himley setting right side. Tipped at the net. We get a whistle point for the Tigers. 2 hits for Benson, and it's 5-0 Morris area. Well, the serve received here from McGeary. Now it's Slaughter on the attack, and that's into the net. 6-0 start for the Tigers. Dietz serves once again, received by McGeary. Himley sets it left side. The attack blocked at the net by Maddie Grove. Another attack dug out in the back row, that time by Dibdall. And a free ball. Nice job sent over by Osby. There's a set left side. That one's tipped over. Osby plays. Dibdall sets. Grove the attack. Tip. Point for the Tigers. 7-0. Grove gets a block, gets the kill. Dibdall had a dig, gets the assist. Timeout for Coach Mitness. Tigers up 7-0 third set. Back in a minute. You're listening. Thank you, Jason. Back here at the Tigers Center, 7-0. Tigers lead the Braves. Free ball over from Benson here. And finally, Benson does get a point. Sydney Dietz was still at the line serving. Quite a run there. Gets a few aces. Tigers have a 7-0 lead. Now it's 7-1. And Benson serving. Ellie Cruz mark, my left to right. Labria receives and shanks it off to the side. It's now 7-2. Seven to 2 our score. Cruz mark serves. Osby receives. Grove over to Harstead. Played in the back row by McGeary. The attack tipped at the net, kept alive by Dibdall over to Labria, and a free ball sent over from Osby. Nice job by the Tigers defensively. Here's the attack, partial block at the net, played off the rebound by Harstead to Dibdall, over to Osby. She'll return a free ball. Now here's a set on the left side, the attack, and it's dug out by Labria. Marty keeps it alive. Do the Tigers return? Volley, they can't. Good effort, though, from Labria, Marty, and Dibdall, but instead it's 3 straight now for the Braves, and it's 7-3. 7-3 our score. Here's the serve. Labria receives. Near side, Osby on the attack. McGeary, another nice dig, but into the net. Point Tigers. And it's 8-3 now. We get a whistle. 4 hits here on Benson. So it's going to be 9-3. Tigers with the lead now. Dumped over the net here. Bruns comes up, plays it over to Labria. Here's Osby on the attack. Rolls one off the top of the net, down for a point. Cameron Osby now with 3 kills, and it's 10-3 Tigers. Braves receive. They return volley. Labria has it. Bruns will set it at the net for Grove. She tips it right towards Himley, who hits it out of bounds. Point for the Tigers. And it's 11-3 now. Dibdall and Grove each with 6 kills. Actually, I have 7 for Maddie. And the Braves can't return volley here. Hit it into the net. Now 12-3 Tigers. Tigers have gotten stronger and stronger as the night has gone on. Very nip and tuck, back and forth first set. They led the majority, nearly the entire second set. Almost blew a big lead, but hung on for the win, and now jump out to a huge lead here early on in set number 3. Osby, the attack, hits it into the net. It's 12-4. There's a serve from the Braves. Labria receives into the net, though, and Bruns unable to play it off the net, so ace that time coming from number 5, Lakeisha Bartz. It's 12-5. Marty receives to Bruns, sets it. Dibdall rolls one off the net, and a point for the Tigers. Thirteen to 5, Tigers by 8. Osby serves, receives here by Benson. The set in the middle from Slaughter, hit into the net. Plays it on the rebound, tipped at the net by Grove, but she went over the top of the net. Point for, are they going to give it to the Tigers? They are. Say a net violation. So 14 to 5, Tigers continue to increase that lead up to 9 now. Biggest lead of the night for either team. The attack hit into the net on the outside from Isabella Walter, and it's 15 to 5. Tigers looking pretty good here on their way to a sweep in their first win of the season, and an ace here from Cameron Osby. They just keep pouring it on. Their second ace of the night. A lot of aces tonight for the Tigers. My unofficial count, I've got 11 of them in all. Nice receive there from McGeary. Here's the attack at the net, into the net. And the Braves just not striking it very well here tonight. Hitting a lot of these into the net, at least certainly in this third set. It's 17 to 5. Tigers rolling. Here's a set. Slaughter dumps it over the net this time. Bruns will dump it over the net, back to Benson. Now Himley has it, sets it right side, tipped over the net. Osby returns, The attack at the net and a point for the Braves. That one from Isabella Walter. So it's 17-6. There's a serve near side, and the serve received by Labria. Set on the right side. The attack is going to be out. That time from Dibdall. And it's 17-7. There's a set back to Labria. Her attack played by Cruzmark. Back over to Cruzmark. Tips it over the net. Marty plays it to Bruns. Bruns sets it for Grove. Grove can't get it over the net. Now dumps it over off the rebound from Marty. Braves control the volley now. Here's the attack. Tipped at the net. Kept up high alive. Labria to Grove, and she can't return volley. Point for the Braves, 17-8. Bruns will set it for Marty on the attack, and a kill for Brianna Marty on the set from Whitney Bruns. And it's 18-8. Tigers back up by 10. And a timeout on the floor. 18-8. It's been all Tigers in this third set. Back in. Jason. 18-8. Tigers by 10. And an ace from Maddie Grove. Rolls one over the net. 19-8. Second ace of the night for Grove. Tigers are now just 6 points away from their first victory of 2021. There's a set, and the attack tipped at the net. Played here by Sanisak. Bruns sends a near side, and the attack from Marty is out. It's 19-9. And the serve received from Labria. Set up. Marty tips it over the net. Kept alive. Nice job that time by Cruzmark. There's a set, and Dietz at the line or at the net attacks. McGeary digs. Braves will return volley. Labria comes in and plays. Bruns has it, sets it right side, tipped over from Dibdall. Kept alive here from the Braves. They got a return on this hit, and they do. Back to Labria. Labria, Bruns sets it. Marty on the attack, and the kill for Brianna Marty. Bruns the assist once again. Brianna Marty racking up the kills now. I've got her with 8. I've got 7 up on the scoreboard. 20-9 Tigers. You always get the official numbers from Coach Schrader after the match. Put them on our website. There's another point for the Tigers. 21-9, dumped over the net that time. And it's Brianna Dibdall serving. Rolls one over the net, just about got another ace. Dibdall's had 4 of them tonight. And there's a point for the Braves, though, on the attack. Slaughter, she's led them with 8 kills. 21-10 now. And McGeary serves. And a free ball over from Marty, far side. Himley sets it right side, tipped at the net, and a point for the Braves. One coming from number 13, Kyra Gronsep. 21-11 now. Tigers by 10. McGarry serves. Dumped over the net that time from Dibdahl. The bump and tipped over. Labria plays to Dibdahl, sets it for Dietz. Dietz tips it over, and a point for the Tigers. 22-11. Tigers have doubled up. Benson as Brianna Marty serves. And they return the serve back into the corner, and a point for the Braves. Marty served it, went over to her position, and they returned the serve right back into the spot where she was. So 22-12 now. And the serve returned by Labria. Is it going to be down for a point? It's touched by the Braves before it goes out. Bria came flying in just to get position on that serve. Able to return it. Gets a point out of the deal, 23-12. Tigers control the volley right now as Dietz sends a free ball over. McGarry plays. Himley sets it right at the net. Tipped over the net by Harstead. Returned by the Braves. Grove to Dibdahl. Sets it for Harstead. Harstead's attack hit straight up in the air. Himley now sets it. Gronsep blocked at the net by Maddie Grove. That'll be her fourth of the night. And it is match point here. Tigers leading 24-12. Gonna get their first win of the year as Marty to Dibdahl to Grove. Tips it in the back row. McGarry has it. Now they set it far side, the attack, and there's a point for the Braves. 24-13 now. And the serve coming here from Cruzmark. Dibdahl sets it back for Labria on the attack. Going to be dug out there from McGarry. Here's the attack on over to Marty. Dibdahl sets. Harstead the attack. That's going to be out. 24-14. And the serve here, Marty to Dibdahl to Osby. Her attack is out. Tigers, they're going to win this, but they're really stretching it out here. 24-15 now. They're excited to get that first win of the year. There's the serve. Osby receives over to Dibdahl. Sets it on the outside of Harstead. Just about won it there. Said the Braves return volley. Dibdahl to Labria. Bump set. Here's Osby on the attack. That one's out, and it's 24-16. Four straight here for the Braves with their backs against the wall. And the serve. Marty receives. Dibdahl back to Labria. Labria's attack. Cruzmark plays it over to Himley. Gronseth over to Labria. Labria to Dibdahl, sets it. Harstead tips it over the net. Braves have it. Set it for Slaughter. Blocked at the net, out of bounds off Grove, and now it's 24-17. Serve goes to Labria over to Dibdahl. Here's Osby, the attack, played by Slaughter. Himley has it, sets it. Gronseth tips it on over. Dibdahl to Labria. And here's Marty on the attack, hit into the net, and it's 24-18, and a timeout from Coach Schrader. We're just going to keep it right here. Don't want to miss the point. But 24-12. Tigers feeling pretty good. They're about to get their first win, and the next 6 points go to the Benson Braves. Still a mountain to climb here for the Braves, but talk about making the Tigers work for that first win of the year. Sitting here at 0-8, and now they're There's a serve tipped over the net by Dibdahl. Emily has it, sets it for Slaughter on the attack, blocked and out of bounds, and it's 24-19. And the serve. Labria receives. Dibdahl sets. Grove hits it into the net. 24-20. If you're a player, you might be getting a little nervous at this point. It's 24-20. Ellie Kruzmark serving. Osby off to the side, and it's going to be 24-21. This is unreal. 9 in a row for the Braves. (24-21). Tigers trying to win the match. And a service error wins it for the Tigers. 25-21. Tigers win it in a sweep. A little bit closer than they would have liked. And they win it 25-21, 25-23, 25-21. 2-minute break post game when we return on KKOK.